Yeah, hello friends. You're most welcome to my YouTube channel. This is me, Erivanski Waran. I'm really so impressed and glad to welcome you into my YouTube videos. Today we are going to be looking at Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel, this is a powerful spreadsheet being developed by Microsoft Office. So then they perform variety of tasks which include data analysis, there's project management, and financial modeling. So today I want us to look at some of the few terminologies being used in Microsoft Excel. So for terminology number one that I want you to know, it's our workbook. So a workbook, let me say this is a file that contains one or more worksheet in it, and that's where normally your work in Microsoft Excel is being contained. So what we call a workbook, it is this. You can see this box here with with an icon X, X. This is what is known as a workbook. So the next terminology that I want us to know is a worksheet. So a worksheet is a single spreadsheet that been made out of rows and columns. So when you open this is when we find a worksheet. So a worksheet, it's been contained inside a workbook. So it's been made up of columns and rows. And then the other terminology, it's a cell. A cell, it's, let me say, I can see these boxes here, like for example this is what's known as cell. This is where normally we put our data inside. If that is how we can put our data. So it is where the rows and the column are intersect. And then the other terminology is a range. Range, you can say, you can highlight this cell after this cell. You see, there is a cell B1, this cell B2. This is a cell what? B. Oh, I didn't highlight it properly. Let me highlight from here. There's a cell A2. See from here, this cell A2, and afterward, cell what? Cell what? A11. So if I'm put here, if we remove that, if I'm put here, this is what? Say L what? 11. So that is what is known as a range. When you're given given data and you want to make the range, like for example this, you can just do this way. That is what is known as a range. And then the next terminology that I want us to know is a row. A row, let me say, it's a horizontal what? Horizontal cells. You can see these cells running horizontally. These are rows. You see, for them, they are normally identified by what? By figures. You can see there's row 1, there's row 2, there's row 3, and they continue down there. And then the next terminology, it's a column. See, for column, they are vertical. For them, they run vertical. So the cells that run vertical, those are known as column. For them, they are identified by letters, which is letter A, letter B, and they continue up to Z and even beyond Z. That is what is known as a column. Then our next terminology that I want us to know is what? A chart. So I'll be showing for you how chart look like. Yeah, before looking at chart, let me first show for you. There are some two terminologies here. Let me say the first terminology that I want you to know, it's a formula. So a formula is an expression that is used to compute a particular what? A value. Like for example, I want to compute for the total of these are some students who did their math test and English test. For I want to compute their what? Their total. What I do, I just click here, put equal to, I tap on this, I click, put plus, then tap on this, and then there I click enter. This is how a function look like. So yeah, this is a function. And then the next terminology that I want you to know, it's this is this is a formula. And then the next terminology I want to solve for you, it's a function. So for function, it's a predefined formula that is being used to find a given value. So what you do also for the function is normal there in the system, you just click on OK, you type here, and then it becomes automatically. For example, this is what? Sum. Click on sum. When you tap on sum, to be able to give you this. So what you do is that tap on this, and then you tap on this, you close the bracket and you click what? Enter. It gives you what? The same from the same figure. So the difference between a function and a formula is that only a function it's been defined already there in the system, and then for formula it's you to type in manually. So now here this one brings us to the next terminology, that is what is known as a chart. So a chart is normally used for graphical representation. For example, I want to represent this name of this student with the total marks. So what I do, I just come and highlight. I can highlight this. Can also highlight what? The total marks. No, highlight this and highlight total marks. So what I do, I just come and click on enter, tap on enter. So here you have very many type of what? Of chart. There is a column, there is a line, there is a pie, there is a bar, there is area, and there is scatter, and even others. So you'll be able to choose the one that you want. For me, I'll be going for pie. I just click on that. So let's choose a 3-dimension or 2-dimension. For me, I'm choosing a 3-dimension chart. I just tap on that. And then this is it. This is how it is. It is able what to bring what? My chart. So I've represented their names which are here graphically with their total marks. So that's how a chart is being used. And then the next terminology that I want us to look at is, our next terminology is a cell reference. So a cell reference normally represent, it is normally found here. For example, if I'm to tap here, so I'm using here my E and my 16. So here this one shows that I'm in what? In row, I'm in what? In column A, column E, row 16, which is here. Even if I'm to tap here, it will normally changes here. It's it is column C, row 10. That is what is known as a cell reference. And then our next terminology, it's a formatting condition. Normally, let me say this is used to make changes in what you have highlighted. For example, I may highlight this, I only highlight the text. I can make changes in this text of mine. Can I'm here, the data bars, you can see. Have you seen the changes they are looking? I can even come to the solid one. You can see how it is the changes. So that is the use of what? Of the condition formatting. Make a lot of changes. And if you want to put some icon there, you can see those icons. You can put this, you can put this. And then the other one is to format what? Format as a table. That is a terminology being used. If I want that table of mine to be in the way, in this way, I just tap on this, and then I click on OK. That is how my table gonna be. So that is the other terminology being used. And then the other one being used is also cell style. You can hear this one allow you to even make changes on the what? On the header. Instead you have header in your text. If you want to insert a new cell, what you come here down here. And if you want to match style, and then the other terminology also being used, it's a rough text. So rough text, let me give for example, maybe type here a text of mine that is very long. What I do, I just come and highlight this text. Just highlight the text. So what I do, I just come and rough it. You see how I have rough it. Then first undo it. I didn't highlight it properly. So stop here. I come and rough the text. That is how you can report a text. And then the other terminology is to match a cell. For example, let me say I want to create a space here. I just first highlight this place here, like this. Then I just come and click on match style. You can select slide match a center, match and center. And just tap on that. define this space, these lines they have been deleted. So that is one of the terminology being used. Finally, the other terminology being used is a formula bar. You see, this one here that you're seeing up here, this is what a formula bar. Let me tap here. You may be able to see what your formula is that. And then finally, next, let me say our final terminology also being used is a tab what? Tab sheet. Here it's when you want to increase the number of seats because we have 1, 2, 3. If I want more seat, I just tap here and then it gives me another 4. I tap here, it gives me the 5th seat. So thank you, dear friends. Those are some of the few terminologies being used in Microsoft Excel. So I'm so really grateful for your time that you have spent it successfully. So I humble request you to subscribe so that you'll be able to see my next videos. Thank you.